Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started. WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi recently shared his reaction to Roman Reigns being attacked by the Bloodline on the latest episode of SmackDown. The original Tribal Chief was attacked by Solo Sikoa and his stablemates during the final moments of the show. Solo Sikoa called out Roman Reigns during the final segment of the show. Reigns came out and kicked off a brawl with Sikoa. After putting the Bloodline down, Roman was unexpectedly attacked by none other than Jacob Fatu. Mere seconds later, Solo, Tama Tonga, and Jacob hit a triple powerbomb on the original Tribal Chief as the show came to a close. Shortly after, WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi reacted to the segment by posting a story on his official Instagram handle as can be seen below. Rikishi has been keeping a close eye on the Bloodline for quite some time now. He recently expressed his disappointment over WWE hinting at an on-screen romantic angle between his son, Jey Uso, and Rhea Ripley. The Samoan stinker felt that the angle could destroy Jey's real-life marriage. Rikishi must be elated over the push that Solo has been receiving on SmackDown lately. Sikoa is bound to take on Roman Reigns in a big singles match somewhere down the line. The buzz around the WWE Universe was deafening after the unimaginable scene that unfolded on the latest episode of WWE SmackDown. Roman Reigns, the self-proclaimed Tribal Chief, had dominated for over 3 years, cementing his legacy as the head of the Bloodline and ruling SmackDown with an iron fist. However, on this night, everything would change. Roman's cousins, Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa, ambushed him, delivering the ultimate betrayal, a moment that left the fans in shock. But one voice in particular resonated more than any other. Rikishi, the father of the Usos and a pivotal figure in their family legacy, finally broke his silence after watching his sons tear down the Bloodline. The betrayal unfolds as SmackDown opened. Tensions were already high. Roman Reigns had been increasingly paranoid, especially after recent close calls with Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. However, the brewing storm wasn't outside of the Bloodline, it was within. Jey Uso, who had repeatedly clashed with Roman in the past, had grown more vocal about his frustrations, while Solo Sikoa remained quietly observant, seemingly loyal to his older cousin. Throughout the night, Roman tried to regroup with his family, demanding obedience and loyalty. The tension reached its boiling point when Roman ordered Jey and Solo to decimate Kevin Owens in the ring. But the moment never came. Jey hesitated, looked Roman in the eyes, and uttered the words no one expected, "You're not my Tribal Chief anymore." The tension between Rikishi and Roman in the days that followed, rumors swirled around Rikishi's role in the feud. Many wondered if the Hall of Famer would step into the ring once more to confront Roman or even his own sons. The WWE Universe was torn. Did Rikishi agree with the destruction of the Bloodline, or did he see it as a necessary end to Roman's tyrannical reign? In an exclusive interview with WWE.com, Rikishi expanded on his feelings about Roman's leadership. "I've seen Roman grow from a young boy into a dominant champion. He's carried our family name with pride, but somewhere along the way, that pride turned into arrogance. He forgot what it means to be part of this family. It's not just about being the strongest, but being the one to lift others up." When asked about his son's decision to turn on Roman, Rikishi shook his head solemnly. "Jey, Jimmy, Solo, they made their choice. It's not one I would have made, but they're grown men, and they felt disrespected. Roman pushed them too far. And now he's paying the price." Roman Reigns' response back at the arena: Roman Reigns, bruised and battered, refused medical attention. As the cameras followed him backstage, he pushed everyone away, including Paul Heyman, who looked genuinely terrified by the events that transpired. Roman sat alone in his locker room, staring at his Universal Championship, his once unshakable confidence seemingly shattered. For the first time in years, the Tribal Chief looked vulnerable. As the days passed, Roman remained silent. But when WWE.com finally reached out to his camp for a statement, the response was chilling: "Family is everything. But when family betrays you, they're no longer family." Jay, Jimmy, Solo, they'll regret this. One by one, I'll make sure they pay. What's next for the bloodline? With Rikishi now in the picture and the bloodline shattered, the future of the faction hung in the balance. Would Rikishi step in to mend the family wounds, or would his involvement only escalate the war? WWE Universe speculated that Rikishi could confront Roman directly, offering a final challenge to the once dominant tribal chief. Fans also wondered if Solo Sikoa, the silent powerhouse, would break away from his brothers and carve his own path, now that the bloodline had collapsed. JUSO, long the emotional heart of the family, was also poised to finally take center stage, potentially stepping into Roman's shoes as the new leader. The legacy of the Samoan dynasty. Rikishi closed his interview with a heavy reflection on the Samoan wrestling dynasty. My father, my uncles, my brothers, we built something special, something that transcends wrestling. Roman carried that torch, but now, it's time for the next generation. Whether they stand together or go their separate ways, the legacy of the Anoa'i family will live on. But one thing's for sure, there's no going back after what happened tonight. As SmackDown went off the air and the WWE Universe buzzed with speculation, one thing was clear: the Bloodline's destruction wasn't just a storyline, it was the implosion of a family dynasty. And Rikishi, the man who helped set the foundation, would now have to navigate the aftermath alongside his sons, and perhaps even confront the tribal chief himself.